A Soldier's Salute. In a bedroom, neatly folded clothes rest on a chair, a pressed shirt, tie, and an old military jacket adorned with faded medals. A man in his late 70s, Mr. Henry Jacobs, carefully buttons his shirt while humming a military tune. His hands tremble slightly, but his determination is unwavering. Every morning, like clockwork, Henry Jacobs stood tall, dressed sharp, and polished his shoes until they gleamed. He was a man of habit, a soldier at heart, though the war had ended decades ago. Henry glances at an old photo on his dresser, a young man in uniform standing beside his squad. Henry, murmuring to the photo, "Time to report for duty, boys." He grabs his cane, adjusting his cap as he steps outside. Henry begins walking down the street. Neighbours wave warmly and kids on bikes shout, "Good morning, Mr. Jacobs." He tips his hat to each greeting, though his expression often grows puzzled. But as the days passed, Henry's mind played tricks on him. He sometimes forgot the way home or why he'd left in the first place. Still, his uniform was a badge of honour, a reminder of who he was. Henry stops in front of the local park, staring at a flagpole. His hand instinctively rises in a shaky salute. A passing jogger stops to observe, a smile tinged with respect. Henry is at a small cafe, fumbling with his wallet as he tries to pay for a coffee he didn't order. The barista, a young woman named Lily, gently intervenes. "Mr. Jacobs, don't worry, it's on the house today." He nods, confused, mumbling something about a mission. Outside, a kind stranger notices his disoriented state and helps him find his way home. The neighbours had started to notice. Henry, the man who once marched with unwavering confidence, was losing his way, not just on the streets, but in his own memories. One crisp morning, Henry steps outside as usual, dressed for duty. But this time, he's greeted by a gathering of neighbours, friends, and even the mayor. A large banner hangs across the park entrance. "Thank you, Mr. Jacobs." Henry's eyes widen as a young boy approaches, holding a small flag. "This is for you, sir. Thank you for keeping us safe." Tears fill Henry's eyes. He looks around, seeing familiar faces, and for a brief moment, clarity washes over him. Henry, voice trembling. "It was my honour." The mayor presents Henry with a framed certificate and a new medal, honouring his service and contributions to the community. The crowd claps, and Henry salutes, standing as tall as he can. Kakyo's that evening, Henry sits on his porch, his medals proudly displayed on his jacket. The sunset casts a golden glow and children play in the yard across the street. Lily stops by with coffee, sitting with him. "You know, I forget so much these days, but not this, not today." Though his mind wandered, Henry's heart stayed steadfast. He was more than a soldier. He was a hero, a neighbour, and a man loved by all. And even as the memories faded, the legacy he left behind shone brighter than ever.